Hey guys, Red Pen Mining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This video, well, that's nice. Bitcoin has been pumping a little bit over the past couple days and it's been going up. We hit, I think, 75,000 as of recording earlier today, and now it's about 74, fluctuating around here, but that's looking good. Is it going to sustain? I don't know. I hope so, but I mainly wanted to talk about the current network hash rate for Bitcoin. Also talk about the difficulty drop that's going to happen in about 3 days as of recording, and quickly talk about Litecoin as well. Litecoin hash rate has kind of been going down decently as well. There's also a new announcement of a Scrypt miner called the SealMiner DL1, which I want to go through here today in this video, looking at the efficiency and just mainly talking about what's been going on with the hash rate. With Bitcoin. I mean, it's good for us, mainly home miners that's, mining Bitcoin at home, even though it's not profitable at all. If anyone that's, above like 8 cents per kilowatt hour, and if you don't have reasonably the latest and greatest, it's looking a little rough still. But hey, with the price of Bitcoin going up, it is looking a little better. So anyways, a lot to talk about here. We'll talk about it after today's sponsor, Crypto Miner Bros. And they actually just listed this BitDeer SealMiner DL1 for 7,300. There's no pre-ordering available. It just says join a waitlist. But I want to talk about this in terms of its price. We'll look at the dollar per hash with the SealMiner DL1. If this is the true price of it, we don't know. I'm suspecting that SealMiner will probably want to keep it really competitive in order to, dissuade people from not getting into, the infamous L9s and whatnot. But anyways, thank you to Crypto Miner Bros. If you guys are interested in anything at their shop, feel free to use code REDPANDA for $70 off your order. Oh, what the heck is this? iPolo Claw PC A1 Mini. Okay, what is this? This is a blockchain processing unit, BPU, built for the OpenClaw AI agent system. Oh my god. Okay, this is involving AI, OpenClaw AI. Okay, that's actually very interesting. What does this have? An R5 5600H Radeon Vega 7. Okay, so it's just like this is essentially a mini PC running OpenClaw. Okay. All right, that's 500. I could probably find a little bit cheaper on Amazon. Anyway, thank you to Crypto Miner Bros for today's sponsor. Links down below if you guys are interested on anything. Okay, so let's talk about it. Bitcoin's network hash rate. So yeah, the hash rate growth for Bitcoin over over the past 5 years, even the past 5 or 10 years, it's been absolutely, insane. So we started off with a few exahashes on Bitcoin, back in 2017, and then up in 2025, we hit up over 1 zettahash, which if you think about it, it's like almost a million-fold increase in like computational power to secure Bitcoin's network. Well, lo and behold, we got a lot of people Bitcoin mining now. It seems like everyone and their mom is into Bitcoin or crypto in general. But not only that, okay, that was kind of a joke, but kind of true as well. But not only that, I'm going to say that one of the biggest things as to why the hash rate has been climbing quite considerably is also that there's been a lot of like newer, efficient hardware that have been coming out. It's just been getting better and better over time. I mean, if you just go to miningnow.com, if you switch it up in terms of date released for these miners, you can see like it's like every couple months or every month or something like that, there's been a new, more efficient Bitcoin miner that has been released time and time again. And, depending on your electrical cost, which, there's plenty of people out there with 1 cent per kilowatt hour and, 1 cent per kilowatt hour. A lot of older, inefficient Bitcoin miners are actually still decently profitable. Okay, nothing crazy. Like, if you had these September 2018 models, you're making 50 cents a day at 1 cent kilowatt hour. But, you know what I mean, right? As we go up in electrical cost, depending on the models that you have and the efficiency, it could be good or it can be bad. But electrical costs these days are paramount, right? The marginal increase in the efficiency and your cost per kilowatt hour is just paramount now when it comes to, Bitcoin mining. And so here we are today. So, it's large scale mining farms have been appearing nonstop. I'd say more so in like back in 2020 when, Bitcoin started going up to 65K. That's when, a lot of institutional investment started coming in, Bitcoin ETF, a lot more adoption was getting into the game. And, a lot of the bigger players who had lots of, millions of dollars to, spend on infrastructure, have that venture capital to really expand. Well, that I have to say has been happening over the past 5 years, especially. I mean, we grew from, let's just say from 2020, we were 100 exahash all the way up until a zettahash. So that is an F ton of hash rate, right? Bitcoin has climbed that high since then. So not only have we had mining farms expanding, but, as well, we got hobby miners, just running at home in their garage like myself. And so that's also a big thing as well, right? That in a way keeps it more decentralized if anyone actually cares about that. But let's be real, majority of us who are crypto mining, we're all doing this for a financial incentive, but we're kind of being pushed out now. So for anyone that has like 9 cents per kilowatt hour and above, you're pretty much losing money mining at home. Or if you have like a BitX Gamma or something like that, you're not too hard pressed to, run it, because let's just say a BitX Gamma 601 at 9 cents, or even let's just say 15 cents per kilowatt hour. Okay. It costs about 6 cents to run a BitX Gamma every day at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, or $1.80. Okay. Every month to run a BitX Gamma. So I don't think many people are hard pressed to run something like this. I think more so my BitX Gammas we're getting about 25 watts, but I digress. These things really don't take much power, and that's why I think these are so popular with a lot of people, is because they're just trying their luck on something to hit a Bitcoin block or other SHA-256 algorithm coins. Solo mining Bitcoin is such a popular thing right now, but I'm going to say it's quite, it's been getting kind of oversaturated. Anyways, just prefacing to all of you, I mean, you all know this, that, Bitcoin mining has entered into a massive industry where we have, companies like Marathon, Riot, CleanSpark, they've raised billions of dollars to build enormous mining operations. And so like right now, I'm going to say it's definitely become this arms race right now for hash power. And of course, the cheapest power possible, right? In order to stay above water. So Bitcoin's hash rate is 854 exahash. Difficulty right now is 145T as of recording. It's going to drop down. Okay, so with Bitcoin's hash rate has been dropping down here over the past what? I don't know, I'm going to say past couple months, ever since Bitcoin went down from 125K down to 60. We did have a massive drop there. Also during the winter time, curtailment, a lot of companies went down as well. I am hearing now a couple of bigger mining entities that are shutting down and getting away, going into AI. So that could be another thing that is also, transitioning for a lot of miners right now. So that's why we're at, 881 exahash as of recording. It's probably going to go up here soon after the Bitcoin difficulty adjustment in about 3 days. It's going to drop down to another 8.26%. So down to 133T. So that's going to be good for people who are still going to continue to Bitcoin mine. For those that have cheaper electric, they're going to see a little bit of a bump in profitability. But my guess is once that difficulty changes, there's probably going to be an influx of people who are going to turn back on, because it's going to be profitable again. So we're going to have this yin and yang of the hash rate going on, and I think that's going to be paramount. And honestly, that's nothing new, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so that's just a little update regarding Bitcoin, and I mean, you guys can see how high the hash rate has grown since then, and Bitcoin mining is really competitive. But you know what? The next big thing is getting really competitive is Litecoin, or I guess Dogecoin, which majority of the profits from Dogecoin, but we're all merge mining. Okay, so we're mining Litecoin first, and then we're merge mining Litecoin with Dogecoin and a bunch of other auxiliary merge mineable coins that we can mine at the same time if the pool has it enabled, which that of itself is another conspiracy. And a video that we did like a year ago or so, that there's a couple mining pools that are stealing the other auxiliary coins that you mine with Litecoin, like Pepe Coin, Lucky Coin. Anyway, no one cares. No one cares. Anyway, so Litecoin's network hash rate right now, 2.73 petahash. It has been coming down. Okay. And so I'm going to attribute that to a lot of L7s that are out there right now that are probably not doing too well. Doge did go up a little bit here, but even at like 7 cents, an L7 is it's pretty much losing or breaking even at around 7 cents. Okay. So I'm going to say a lot of L7s are probably going to be turning off. and just a lot of older inefficient models are going to be turning off, okay, for Scrypt. So hence I think, yeah, even L7s, the next inefficient ones are going to be the DG1s, DG Lights, FluMiner. No, sorry, not FluMiner. The ones that are like 0.31 joules per mega hash in efficiency, those ones are going to be next, right? Because L7s are 0.36. So if, you know, as the hash rate or as the price of Doge goes up or down, you know, we're going to see hash rate go up and down and such. But yeah, Dogecoin is still a very popular thing. I'm going to say it is becoming industrial. It has already been industrialized. You can see how much hash rate has climbed. A lot of people have gotten into it, but hopefully Dogecoin can go up. I mean, I think, in my opinion, Dogecoin always goes up. So what has come of it though recently is BitDeer has come out with the new, or has announced the new SealMiner DL1. Now, I don't know when this is going to come out. It actually already shows up on Crypto Miner Bros for $72.99. You can't pre-order it or order it. So I'm going to guess, I don't know, summertime. That's my guess. I haven't heard where, but let's just keep reading here. It's a 25 gigahash, and the efficiency they say is 149 joules per gigahash. So I actually have, thank you to BC for updating this for me on my list. If you guys want to access my ASIC sheet, feel free, go link down below. I've put in all my hash rates and efficiencies of everything I've tested thus far, and announced ones as well. Okay, so we got Scrypt here. SealMiner DL1 would be, at this time, would be the most efficient Scrypt miner right now announced. That's, well, unreleased. So I think as of now, though, the king right now is going to be the L9 17 gigahash models. There are L11s out there in the wild. I don't think there's that many, but these are out there. Okay, just to let you guys know, L11s. But I'm going to say L9s are probably the most popular Scrypt miner, especially when I got mine. I got my first L9 back in November of 2024. And yeah, I mean, you can see the meteoric rise of Scrypt since then. The L9s, I'm going to say there's a good like 2 petahash worth of L9s. I mean, also equating AlphaPex as well, Volkminer. I mean, but I think L9s have been pretty dominant over the past year and a bit ever since they came out. So yeah, L9s are pretty popular. L7s, I'm going to say everything older than that, there's probably a good petahash of that still online. So if, yeah, you know, it's because as more efficient hardware comes out, right, it's just going to kick off, and depending on Doge's price. And, you know, if Doge went to 20 cents now, the L7s would be profitable. So, you know, there's nothing to scoff at. But anyway, the DL1 Air. Okay, so I think this one is going to be interesting. I hope the price will be competitive. Am I personally going to buy into it? No. Maybe if the price is right, maybe I'll get one or something, nothing crazy. But, you know, the SealMiner is really good. I think SealMiner makes solid products, and it's nice that they have like a low power mode as well. That's going to be at a 20.5 gigahash, 2,788 watts. So that's going to be a 0.13. So that's pretty efficient. That's really good. I actually have the D3, the 20 gigahash model, 3580, 0.179 watt per hash. I actually have it mining on PowerPool right now with 3 hash boards. I received it and it was completely wrecked. I was able to revive the 3 hash boards, fix them, and there's 1 hash board that's not mining right now. So yeah, this thing is currently, okay, now it's at like 16.42 gigahash. So yeah, I have 1 hash board that is not mining on this thing right now. So stay tuned for a video about that. So anyways, the SealMiner DL1 Air, low power mode, all right, that gives a 20.5 gigahash. So that's really cool. Now they also put out another tweet here just 2 hours ago as of recording. It says their DL1 Air is engineered for reliable Scrypt mining across diverse environments. So apparently it can run in minus 20 degrees Celsius weather, up to 50 degrees Celsius, humidity 10 to 90%, altitude up to 2,000 meters. Wow, that's crazy. Then they also have some dimensions here, which is actually pretty cool. So 197 by 365 by 292 millimeter, 15.5 kg net weight. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how big like an L9 is. It's probably comparable. Anyway, so yeah, that was the last tweet by BitDeer there. Okay, so a new Scrypt miner has been announced, and I'm suspecting Bitmain, not BitDeer, Bitmain is probably going to come out with something new. Actually, I heard through the grapevine that the L11, since they scrapped it, they're going to be making I think it's a 26 to 28 gigahash model. So I suspect sooner or later, we're probably going to hear Bitmain coming out with one that is probably going to, keep up with the SealMiner DL1, 0.15, 0.14 in efficiency. Watch them like try to do it lower than SealMiner. And then they're going to try. And then, once you plug it in, it's probably going to take another 200 more watts at the wall. They always do that, right? It's like FluMiner, right? FluMiner, they also have the FluMiner L3. The T3 that they had, the T3, they announced that it was at like 1700 watts or something, 15 joules per terahash, watt per hash, but it was actually like 2106 watts, like really bad, extremely bad, false advertising. So yeah, it's just a race to the bottom, guys. We got, oh man, new models coming out, and it's just like anyone who has the cheapest power is going to win to get their ROI on these things. Anyway, my friends, it's crypto mining, Bitcoin mining, Scrypt mining. It's getting real competitive now. And so if you don't have cheap power at this point in time where we are in the market, I mean, if Bitcoin was 100 or 150K or 200K right now, we wouldn't care about efficiency. We would be printing dollars at this point. But it's just, as of now, efficiency really truly does matter at this point, because of where the prices are of crypto and all that stuff. But okay, my friends, that's it. Just wanted to give you guys this little update. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out.